Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RuneScape. And yes, we do have an update this week, as long as we have another update next week as well. We have both of those to discuss, and then we also have a double XP event to discuss, as well as patch notes. So this is a very good little setup here. Alright, so for this week we have the beach. The beach is back. If those are familiar with it, you go to the Lumbridge Crater. And there is all sorts of things you can do, including grilling. There's pickaxe throwing. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's pickaxe throwing. Like, there's all sorts of events going on within that. You can, of course, earn tokens for rewards, which is usually all cosmetic and stuff like that of that nature. But that will be the last one from July 20th. To August 10th at the Lumbridge Crater, so do check it out. And it actually does have a dungeoneering hole, so you can actually go there just to get dungeoneering XP. Desperate Measures. This is a quest that is coming next week, but they do want to give us a little bit of a heads up as to what you will need to actually get it started. So to get it started, you have to have done Desperate Times. That is the prerequisite quest. Otherwise, you need 75 combat, 50 archaeology, and 50 agility. That's actually all the really. That's actually all they really ask for. And it says this is the first installment in the Elder Gods storyline. So we actually haven't seen too much of the Elder Gods, but this is actually going to be their storyline. Account security changes, so they're going to be making it a little easier. So when playing on mobile, you'll no longer need to be asked to enter a Jagex Authenticator code if you're logging in with either Google or an Apple account, or when using the Play Now button to start the game. So if you have previously logged in from your phone, you'll see that there's a Play Now. I've experienced this a lot. You know, there's a Play Now button or log out. You can just click the Play Now and it'll go straight into it. The reason for this is simple. When you sign in with these products, your account is already being authenticated. So the Jagex Authenticator is an unnecessary step. So it's basically like, okay, it's being authenticated, but then it's being authenticated again. So they're like, you know, there's no point in doing that twice. It's extra work for both you and everything else. But does say they recommend enabling their respective authenticators. These changes will not prevent you from using your authenticator as a bank pin, which is something that I do personally because it adds an extra layer of protection. Cerberus Rush is coming in, which is going to be from July 23rd to Monday the 27th, and you get a chance to win a hellishly cool prize, including Cerberus himself for your pet, which is actually pretty cool. Don't forget to get your Twitch Prime, which for your Umbral chest, which has a super rare prize inside. It says it's usually all cosmetics or, you know, things of that nature. You know, like rune coins, treasure under keys, etc., etc. Ooh, excuse me, etc., etc. Live streams this week. We have July 21st, Tuesday, July 21st at 1600 game time is Desperate Times playthrough and lore discussion. Thursday, July 23rd, 1600 game time, Skillin' and Chill with Mod Holy. So we got one 21st and the 23rd. That's pretty close together. Featured streamer is Danii. That's Danii. And they will be trying to polish off their insane final boss achievement. And you can cheer her on Saturday, July 25th at 1200 game time. There's also a link right on RuneScape's main page to check out their channel. Video of the week is actually a quest guide, Goblin Diplomacy, so that's actually pretty freaking sweet. I love how they're doing this now and getting people out there a little bit. Artist Corner, you have some pretty cool, this is a really good animation of Carapac, so that's actually really cool to see. Here is actually, looks to be some sort of painting. I can't tell what type of painting that is, but it is a painting of a goby. Don't forget, RuneScape is on TikTok now. You know, you can add some stuff to that. Forum Spotlight and the Pink Skirt event. That's all those things going on. We will get to the double XP now, actually. Double XP is going to be starting August 7th at 1200 game time, and it'll end August 17th, 1200 game time. So during this double XP live, you will be able to have up to 48 hours used as double XP. But it lasts the entire time from the 7th to the 17th. So if you are logged in for 48 hours, that entire 48 hours, you will be getting double XP within certain limitations. And then if you go, let's say you get 49 hours, only 48 of those hours will be double XP. And of course, if you use less than 48, well, you won't be accumulating that, or it won't hang on after the event is over. Once the 17th at 1200 game time hits, it goes away. The reason why they're doing them, they have a bunch of things here, like reasons why they're doing it. If it injects too much XP into the game, why so close to archaeology, increasing the frequency to take away the prestige. So here's the thing about it. Double XP events are actually extremely good, especially in the frequency that they're doing them. The reason why I personally say that is you have such a large game like RuneScape. I have an old account that has a lot of 99s, it's pretty well maxed. I think there's only a few things that's not maxed. But, you know, I've been playing since like 04 or something like that, and I wholeheartedly welcome these events, even at an increased frequency, because there's so much of the game, there's so much content, and there's so much to come, as well as I would love to see more skills. And honestly, more and more they do double XP events like this, people can grind through levels and then kind of go back and experience these different things, including quests and stuff like that. It actually opens the door for people to not have to worry so much about their level, but just experiencing the content. Going to what they want to experience, avoiding what they don't want to have to experience as much. So it's kind of like a win-win all around. You know, people were worried like, well, it'll take away from some of the money-making skills. It doesn't really. It doesn't actually really. It actually helps you. Because a lot of people will buy up resources if they can. So that's going to help you out. And then also, you know, whenever, let's say they want to do it for a production skill, well, if they're doing that for production skill, odds are they're not a big fan of that production skill. So the sooner they get done with whatever they want to do with the skill, that means they're done. Whatever they produce is not currently coming into the game still. These are the ways to kind of look at it, you know. It kind of helps people get through skills and then actually kind of reduce the amount of items that get delved into the game, which is actually very good. It just means there's higher level people. And just because there's higher level people, it doesn't mean they are all boss fighters. Me personally, I still fight God of War's Dungeon 1 people, you know. That's my comfort zone. So like my boss fights are like, I might be lucky to make a mil, you know, for one boss fight. But anyway, we have the patch notes here. A relatively small list actually this week. So Ninja Team has a new completionist achievement, Second Win, has been added for unlocking the Adrenaline cooldown refresh from War's Retreat. This achievement gives 30 rune score. Some of the achievements from War's Retreat have been shifted around and have had various adjustments to their rune score, but the total amount of rune score obtained from all these achievements remains the same. Power burst cooldowns have a unique debuff bar icon. Players can no longer drink adrenaline renewal potions when already at 100% adrenaline. Wearing the Globetrotter shorts while completing the Master Clue with a costume skipping ticket will no longer use up extra tickets. Improvements. Provoke should now work consistently with 10 players or more, removing items or effects which increase your life points while under the effects of the Vitality Power Burst. Potion will no longer set your life points to 0. Life points are now capped at 32,000. The Transmute Onyx ability has been added to the Divination Skill Guide. Empty Light Orb has been added to the Crafting Skill Guide. Hard Leather Gloves are now added to the Crafting Skill Guide. You will no longer be able to drink Stamina Potions while the Still Water effect is active. Ice Dye has been added to the items attained from the Elite Clue Scroll options on Quick Chat. The Examine text for the Demonic Skull now includes a reference to agility. Fixes, hot fix first. Umbral Chest will now contain the unexpected number of Protean items. Regular fixes. Players are no longer able to obtain multiple zombie champion scrolls from the Shattered Roof Elite Dungeon when they have completed the appropriate champion challenge. The Storm Shards debuff icon will now appear on the enemy's player's target bar during PvP. Setting Eugene the Brain as a pet or a familiar override no longer causes him to stretch when using special attack. The Pets tab in the Ottoman store is now accessible on mobile devices. Rune Metrics is no longer displays the Underground Pass quest as completed when it is neither started nor in progress. The clan system will no longer broadcast if a player on a clan's banned list is trying to guess the clan chat on login. Mining a specific coal rock south of the Legends Guild no longer pushes the player character under certain circumstances. The interface now shows the option to return to Port Sarim from any uncharted isle. Using the emote during next Angel of Death Icicle attack no longer negates typeless damage. Who's doing emotes? Darn that. Stop it. Getting into a penguin suit no longer makes your character invisible until you move. Equipping a masquerade mask will no longer remove the top parts of hairstyles. After collecting the needed ore, you'll be directed to Doric instead of the Door of a Mine as the next step of a particular quest. NPCs in the Champions Guild now won't appear to be talk and chat when they were not in the building. Tardied is now considered a Slayer area for the purpose of co-op Slayer effects. Profound equipment can now be banked from the equipped menu without issues. All shields are now correctly filtered when navigating specific offhand filters on customization screen. Fix Winelda's patchy skin. The guards in Mavaro's base while Gothic sleep no longer share Turiel's model. Weaving ancestral energy while having memory shards will no longer open the memory shard interface. Fixing a minor clipping issue in a wall in Catherby. It's Curtains for You achievement no longer triggers when making beds in player-owned house. Corrected a typo in Easy Tyrannon achievement set listing. You can no longer cut down the oak tree from the wrong side of the fence and then lumber's cow field. King Narnod's second set of orders are now typo-free. Fix a small gap in the midsection of the character when wearing the golden mining top. Graphical issues with the Tyranno leather body have been fixed. Fix an issue where particular tiles north of the Lumbridge would force players to walk. So that's actually it, guys. We got a lot of stuff going on. And don't forget, double XP's coming up. We got a new quest coming up. So this is fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later, guys.